Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to talk about Soda Dungeon 2. And I know a lot of people really hate the concept of idle games, but there are some really good idle games out there, and Soda Dungeon 2 is definitely one of them. So in Soda Dungeon 2, you own a tavern that serves soda, and you attract a bunch of people that you can hire to go explore a dungeon for you. So you start out and you can only hire a couple of people addicted to your soda, called soda junkies, and so you hire what you can and you go into the dungeon. And in the dungeon there are enemies you kill in kind of like a turn-based combat, and when you kill everyone you go up a floor on the dungeon. And so you can control all of this on your own, but I was really trying to progress as fast as possible in order to make a video, and I was also trying to embrace the idle aspects of this game, so I turned on auto combat. And so this has all of your teammates automatically fighting, but the thing is, it's not going to be as good as if you were controlling them yourselves, because they're going to make some stupid decisions, but for the most part, it's pretty decent. And also, if you really care enough about it, you can create your own custom AI patterns to kind of tell them how to auto fight as well if you hate how they're acting, which is pretty cool. So eventually you'll get to a floor that is too difficult for you and your party will die. And when this happens, you get all of the gold and the experience and the loot from that run, and you go back to town. So you can upgrade your tavern to allow more customers in at a time. You can buy new sodas that unlock new classes like carpenters or miners or nurses or mystics or thieves or a bunch more. And there are also a lot of different upgrades you can make to your tavern as well. You can also find loot like new weapons or armor or even crafting materials that you can use to craft new items at the blacksmith. Also, something that is really cool that goes along with the idle aspect of the game is whenever you hire a new person from your tavern, the game actually automatically equips the best gear it can on that person. So the game has an insanely satisfying gameplay loop. You hire a bunch of people from the tavern, you go fight as far as you can in the dungeon, you die, you come back to the town with new loot and more gold, and you use that to slightly upgrade your equipment or your tavern or your people, and then you hire new people and you do it all over again. And also you quickly unlock an ability to teleport to the furthest point you had gotten to in the dungeon. So say you had gotten to floor 60. Well, by paying some gold, you can instantly teleport your party to floor 60. So this helps you keep making more and more progress, so you don't have to spend the time just fighting the same easy enemies over and over and over again. And also, the different classes that I talked about earlier, they're all super unique and have different purposes from each other. So as an example, the miners, they're really good at mining materials. So if you're needing to get more minerals, to use in crafting, you might want to hire some of those. You have a nurse that's a really good healing unit that you might want on your team. The mystic is a really good AoE person. The carpenter is good against bosses because they have a move where they can do like double damage to a single target. So kind of mixing and matching your party depending on what types of enemies you're going to be fighting in the dungeon or what you're trying to get done is really fun and really important. You can also level up different classes and give them stat increases and eventually give them new abilities as well, which is pretty cool. So once you finally reach floor 100, you fight the main villain of the game, and when you beat him, he just pieces out into like another dimension. So you use a teleport to follow him, and this is kind of like prestiging the game. So when you do this, you pretty much lose everything except like your town upgrades and your level progression and a couple other things. You do, however, get awesome relics that you can upgrade with souls that you find in future dungeons and give all your unit passive buffs or other cool things like helping you get keys easier. But you pretty much start from scratch in terms of the sodas you had and your loot, and then you kind of keep playing the game again, but you have to reach floor 200 to fight the boss. And once you do that, you prestige, and then you have to get to floor 300 to fight the boss, and then you prestige and go to floor 400 and on and on and on. And there's also a lot of other things to do late game in terms of like leveling up your units to max level. There's also an arena that you can use your units to fight in every 2 hours of real time to get a bunch of really awesome rewards. There are pets you can get that you can level up that give you different bonuses. Also, if you don't play the game, like you're physically offline, you store up these tickets that you can use to kind of get instant rewards as well. So it kind of rewards you from instead of like just leaving something on in the background like some idle games. It's like, no, you can stop playing the game and we'll still kind of reward you, which is pretty nice. And also, I'm sure that there is a bunch of more awesome stuff that I haven't even discovered in the couple of hours of gameplay that I have played so far. And the game is free to play, which is nice, and it does have in-app purchases, but you can earn everything in the game for gold. It just might take a while to earn, but it's pretty fair because this is an insanely high quality game that is just completely free off the bat. So the one thing I actually spent real money on pretty fast on was this item that makes just the auto combat go faster. So it would allow me to progress further and make a review faster, and it's also just kind of nice to have combat faster. And I wanted to just at least chip in $3 and help support the developer because it's just a single dude making this incredible game. The game has cross-platform saves with mobile as well, so you can use the same account and progression from PC to mobile, which is really awesome, especially for this type of game. And it's really nice for me in particular because sometimes I'll want to revisit a game that I reviewed, but I have to move on to the next game that I'm reviewing, and I don't necessarily always get a chance to do that. But with it being able to go on mobile with my same account, it's really awesome to be able to play this game in the downtime that I have doing other things out and about. So that is really cool, especially since it's kind of this idle game. The art style and the music in this game is really unique and awesome. I really like the main villain and how he keeps summoning different main bosses, and he'll hit like kind of at the beginning of the game he's sending you these like notes in the mail that are like, I don't think you should be going to my dungeon, I think you might have the wrong number, type stuff. And then he's like kind of gets fed up, and I really like the just kind of theme of him just constantly dipping out into different dimensions, and you got to keep following him, and he's getting really annoyed. So the kind of story and just the music and the charm. The game has a ton of charm, and it's its own unique game with its own unique charm, and I really like it. And it is just a blast to play, and easily one of the best idle games I have ever played. And if you don't like idle games, you don't have to treat it like an idle game. You can control every little aspect you want, but if you are into these idle games, this is easily one of the best idle games I have ever played. So if you have played Soda Dungeon 2, or even the original Soda Dungeon, because apparently this game kind of takes everything that people loved from the first Soda Dungeon and just improves on it and adds a bunch of new content. So if you played either the new one or the old Soda Dungeon, or just from looking at gameplay, I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I love talking with all of you guys, try to respond to as many people as I can. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. New videos come out about twice a week, just on a wide variety of games. So if you want to see more video reviews like this one, make sure you subscribe and check them out in the future. But either way, guys, if you guys are having a great day today, I hope you continue having a great day. If you guys aren't having a great day, I hope you guys start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.